Hi, I want to talk about CHAT GPT and then actually any automated AI service and answering the question, should you be using those services to write your press releases? Yes, it can save you time, it can save you money, but does it also put your reputation at risk? Let's discuss, because I actually think that it is a very helpful tool, ChatGPT, if used in the right way. And I'll explain what I mean in a second. Now, it's one of those things, isn't it, that everyone's been getting a little bit hot under the collar about ChatGPT and, the genie's out of the bottle and all of this kind of stuff. And lots of industries are getting worried that they're going to be made redundant. Like if they're a copywriter, for instance, suddenly will they not be needed anymore? We're going to need authors anymore. How is it going to be evolved? How is it going to evolve? The answer is that no one knows, right? No one knows how it's going to evolve. No one knows if we're going to be run by machines in years to come. But all we can do is kind of learn as much as we can about it, but also how we can embrace it, or if we should be embracing it as PR practitioners or as someone that is looking to PR a brand or a service. Now, my thoughts on this are, well, this is what my advice to anyone would be with ChatGPT. Use it like you would use an intern, like someone who was an assistant that was working for you. As sort of like see it as an unpaid assistant, really. Now, this is not someone who you can just get to do all of the job, leave it to them, and then just send it out. It doesn't work like that. ChatGPT pulls content or pulls information that you've asked it from all over the internet. Now, that comes from so many different sources. It could come from a news website, it could come from a book, it could come from a magazine article, it could come from something that was written ages ago, it could be something that was written recently, it could be from your competitor. If you've got a competitor, you could be getting some information that they've written about in a blog that is unique to them. So don't blindly think that ChatGPT is a way to just, get rid of your PR agency or save all of your PR problems, because you'll just feed in what you need into ChatGPT and it will bash it out. Now, the way that I use it and the way that I think it should be used is as an intern, as an assistant, and as an augmented system for humans. So use it as a first draft. If you want to write a press release, put your first draft, get it to write your first draft. That would be the best way to use chat, and then, or any automated service, any AI, and then go back into it, add the human touch, add the humor if you've got humor in your brand, add the creativity, add the nuance, add the personality. Because what I've found when I am using ChatGPT, when I am playing with it to see what it's capable of, is the stuff comes back a bit dry. The information I'm getting is a bit predictable. It's a bit kind of a bit PR cringe, some of it. So yes, while it can actually format into press release style for you and create headlines and all of this kind of stuff, I don't actually like the headlines. I think they're a little bit predictable and cringy, if I'm honest, and they certainly don't sound authentic, or you want to make sure that your brand voice is coming over, its point of difference, its tone, and that's not always in the information you're giving. That's in the way that you give the information, the tone that you use, the grammar, and so on. Also, it's really important to remember that if you are using it for data, for insights, all of that kind of thing, you need to check that that information is correct, because there are blips in the system. Or it may be just pulling from a source that isn't correct. So where it can be reputationally dangerous is that if you rely on this tool too much and you're blindly sending out stuff, or you're just checking it to make sure it all sounds okay, but you're not fact checking it, you could actually be sending out information that isn't correct. Now, the whole point of a press release is that it is a factual piece of information that a news person or a storyteller, a blogger or whatever pulls on to talk about. Now, if they pull the wrong information out and that gets published, it can come back on you, and that could look very troublesome and put your brand in a very vulnerable position. So yes, by all means, do use ChatGPT. That would be my advice, but use it as a bit of an unpaid intern, as a first draft, and as something that is helpful rather than does the job for you, and then you will definitely get the benefit of it. Use it very, very carefully and very mindfully. We don't know, like, we know that people at Google, people like Google, or people at Google, are not actually loving ChatGPT at the moment because it's a service that potentially threatens its existence and its ad revenue. So it could be that if you were creating something on Chat and then putting it out on your website or whatever, that Google has found a way to recognize that and punish you for it and not give you any SEO rankings or whatever the technical terms are. I don't know. We don't know yet. But as I say, use it mindfully, use it carefully, and it can be a very useful resource. Now, let me know what you think. Post your comments below. I'd love to know because we're in the very early stages of this, and I'm very excited to see where it's going to go. But I do believe that we still need people at the heart of PR and at the heart of communication, because PR is about connection and that you only really get that from humans. Let me know what you think. Thanks.